Let me tell you about a business owner named Maria. Maria runs a home services company. She handles cleaning jobs, repair work, scheduling, invoicing, and all the everyday operations that keep a small service business moving. For 2 years, her team managed everything through spreadsheets and a shared inbox. It got the job done until the business grew. Bookings started overlapping, invoices slipped through email threads, client information became hard to track. Every time Maria tried to improve things, the same answer came back. You'll need a developer for that. She hired one, paid several $1,000s to build a client portal. It worked for a short time. Then something broke. The developer had moved on, and Maria was left waiting again for someone else to fix her own business processes. That experience is more common among small businesses than many people realize. It is also why so many business owners are moving toward adopting these AI builders. And that brings us to the comparison between Softr and Replit. Both Softr and Replit let you describe what you need in plain English and have AI help build it. That part feels similar at first. But here's what nobody tells you up front. One of them was built for people who write and manage code. The other is built for people who run businesses and need tools they can manage themselves. That difference does not usually show up on day one. It tends to appear a few weeks later, exactly when something needs adjusting. The way it did for Maria. Maria eventually decided to try Softr instead because she wanted a system her business could actually run and grow on without depending on someone else every time something needed to be fixed or improved. Now here's the difference. With Replit, the AI helps you create the first version, but what you end up with is still code underneath. So when something stops working later, maybe a button quits responding or a client cannot log in, someone has to go in, understand that code, and repair it. That person is usually not the business owner. It often ends up being a dev, or you staying up late trying to figure it out yourself. With Softr, everything is built and adjusted visually from start to finish. There's nothing hidden that only a developer can work on. If a client login isn't working, you just open a page and fix it the same simple way you created it by clicking and adjusting directly. This one difference made all the difference for Maria. It's why her second attempt actually worked long term while the first one did not. Small business owners rarely make software decisions based on the subscription alone. What matters just as much is whether the cost stays predictable as the business grows. Replit's pricing can look straightforward at first, but as you rely more on its AI to build, update, and troubleshoot your application, that usage is measured through credits. The more work your application needs over time, the harder it becomes to predict exactly what your monthly cost is going to be. Software takes a more predictable approach. Choose a plan, know what you're paying for, and can budget for it with confidence. There are no separate AI credits to keep track of every time you want to build something new or make changes to what you've already built. This is the part that mattered the most for Maria. Building the app was never the finish line. The real test was whether her business could actually use it every day. Her office staff needed one place to manage bookings. Her field team needed access to the information that helped them do their jobs. Her clients needed a simple way to check updates without calling the office every time. As more people start using a system, not everyone should have access to the same thing. Your team needs one level of access. Your clients need another. Managing that should be simple because that's how businesses work. With Replit, you can build all of that, but it takes more work behind the scenes to set up and maintain. Those rules don't come ready out the box. With Softr, those business needs are already built into the platform. You can decide who sees what, give the right people access, and make changes whenever your business changes, all without bringing in a developer. That means you're not just building software, you're putting a system in place that your team can start using, your clients can easily navigate, and your business can continue managing as it grows. As Maria's business grew, so did the way they operated. She hired more people, added new services, started handling more customers every week. That's normal. Every growing business changes over time. The question is whether your software can change with it. Because the best business software doesn't just solve today's problems. It gives you room to keep improving tomorrow. To be fair, Replit is a great tool for the right kind of project. Building a highly custom application or software that's meant to become the product itself, having full control over the code makes a lot of sense. That's exactly where Replit shines. But most small businesses aren't really trying to build a software company. They're trying to run their business more efficiently. They need a system their team can use, manage themselves, and keep improving as the business grows. And that's where Softr fits. It gives businesses the tools to build what they need without taking the responsibility of managing code. If you're building software as the product, Replit gives you the flexibility to do that. If you're building software to run your business, Softr gives you a faster, more practical way to get there and keep it working as your business grows. If you're ready to replace the spreadsheets, scattered tools, and manual work with a system your team can actually use every day, give Softr a try. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks for watching.